right, Michelle, thanks so much. We will check back in with you in about half an hour. Right now, we're taking it over to Tom. Tom.
Thank you, Melissa. Well, have you ever wondered what you were truly meant to do in life? Have you ever felt that you may have a higher calling? There's a new book out that might be able to help you discover what you were put on this earth to do. Career Intuitive Sue Frederick with us live in studio this morning to explain. First, I have to ask you, good morning, Sue.
Good morning.
What is a career intuitive?
Well, I was a career counselor the conventional way, and I'm also a very intuitive person, and I found out I could help my clients better if I used my intuition to help guide them.
Okay.
And now I teach people to tap into their own intuition to figure it out themselves also.
Okay, you've written this book. It'll be out soon. It's called I See Your Dream Job, and it lays out through a variety of things. Obviously, it's not quite as simple as we'll try to make it here, but via your birth date and the like, a real path that you might have already been destined to take, something that's your natural calling.
Yeah, I believe that we do come here with a mission, and that path that we're on means that certain careers are a really good fit for us, and so we've got to make sure that our work is in alignment with that original mission, or we're not going to be happy at work. And you can find out that original mission from the numbers in your date of birth.
Okay, so let me ask you some questions about this just to try and put it in perspective for the average person who may not be grasping this.
Right.
Nowadays especially, it seems like your birth date might be chosen by a doctor.
Well,
like they schedule your birth. Does that change things a lot? Or?
I believe that we're always in charge of when we come in and when we exit, and that's a different metaphysical viewpoint on life.
Right.
And that the doctor is actually responding to the child's energy when the baby is born.
So there's a reason.
There's a reason.
Okay.
We pick the birth date, everything.
So we take a complicated, or what can be a complicated set of numbers, your actual birth date, including the year, and we boil that down through different mathematical systems to a number that ranges from what?
1 through 9, and there's a couple of other special master numbers, but basically 1 through 9. It's Pythagoras' system of numbers that we still follow today. It's just that he said every number has a meaning and a feeling to it, and we eliminated that part of the mathematical equation. But yeah, you would get a path, for example, Tom, that would tell you that certain careers were right for you, and I'm sure that you're already on those careers, but it would also tell you when your reinvention points are and when it might be time to change or tweak it.
So this is effective, I imagine, when you're young, as far as looking at where your path might be. But you talk about the reinvention points that an adult might face.
Right.
Now, that doesn't come in the numbers. That comes from a feeling. You know it's time to maybe shift gears?
Well, it's in the numbers, but the way the average person knows about it is that they suddenly don't like their job anymore, or they have a new boss and it's not working for them, or they're bored, or they spent all this time at law school and building a law career, and suddenly they're really unhappy. And you look at their number path and you can see, oh, it's time for reinvention. You can either take the old career and tweak it, or you can really change directions in a big way.
How specific are these paths? I mean, does it say you should be in the Navy? Is it not quite that focused?
It tells you things like being in the Navy would be good for you because you love these things and these are in alignment with your nature.
Right.
And when I work with a client, I'm able to use my intuition to see specifically those things that would be a good fit. I get some dream images. I get other things that help me say, Tom, don't go into the Navy.
Right. They don't want you, for one thing.
Right.
It is called I See Your Dream Job, and it is going to be available soon, but is now available for pre-order on Amazon?
Right, right. And in September 1st, it will be in all the major bookstores. And the book really helps anyone figure out what path they're on, what that means in their career. I have a lot of stories about my clients and how they've reinvented, and it shows you where you are in your cycles of reinvention. So anyone can use that book to really figure out their next step.
Is it also life intuitive? I imagine it's not specific to career. It's got some breadth.
It always has to do with relationship and everything, because when we're unhappy and not doing our true work, it affects every part of our life.
All right. It's called I See Your Dream Job, and again, you can get more information on our website at tothedeuce.com. Sue, thanks for taking the time to join us.
Thank
Tell
you
us
very
more.
much.
All right. All right. You better check in on the weather now, because Jason Boyer says it's going to be extremely hot for the next few days.
Yeah, hot.